Gary, it's the first day of a new month, very welcome, hoping for a fresh start. What do you hope December brings you?
More points. As I said after the game last weekend, glad to see the back of November. So looking forward to the coming games and hopefully get one or two of the players back into the group.
And that it is a month which brings opportunity on a couple of fronts. Some really exciting league games into the FA Trophy. It's a chance to really kick-start the second half of the season.
Yeah, let's hope so. November wasn't a very good month, as we all know. So we need to get back to where we were. But also we need to get players back into our squad. That gives us more competition. And then hopefully we can pick up some wins. And obviously, as you say, the trophy to look forward to as well.
This Saturday does mark the start of the second half of the season, or maybe we should look at it as the third quarter of the season. It's been a roller coaster few months, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, it has, but you never get everything in your own way. You have spells during the course of the season where it doesn't quite go according to plan. But in these spells or these periods, you find out a lot about people, how they cope with things that don't quite go their way. It's a lot easier when you're winning games and everybody's positive, but when things don't actually go your way, it's about sticking together, everybody, and supporting one another through these spells. So that's the most important thing for me, to look at that also, especially moving forward as well, to see who can cope, what players can cope, and also people around the group as well, how they actually cope with things that don't go their way.
We've spoken all season about how this is a really strong group, a good group of lads, not just good players, and you're seeing that in the dressing room through this run. That they're good together.
There's a great team spirit here. There's a fantastic togetherness within the group, but also when things don't quite go how you want, how do they react to that? And that's why they're supporting one another, but also outside of the group. How everybody else copes with it as well.
Absolutely. Boreham Wood up next. They've lost their last 3 away games, but we know they're a very strong team. How do you assess those strengths?
Well, they're a good side. They've got a lot of pace within their side. We had a tough encounter against them at their place, so it'll be no different this Saturday. We're off the back of a poor spell. There's no denying that, no getting away from that. But within that, we've played well, so we just got to make sure that we put the performance in. If we do that, it gives ourselves a chance in the game. If we don't turn up and don't perform, more often than not, you don't get your rewards. But we've got to make sure that we're right for this Saturday.
I think the total goals, both scored and conceded in their game, is the second lowest in the division. They score 70% of their goals in the second half. So I think we need to come out on top in those tight games for a change, because that's been going against us recently.
Yeah, very true. But we also need to be scoring more goals collectively. Our goals return hasn't been anywhere near what we were looking for. So as a group, we need to address that. But also, you're right, in these tight games, or any game, any tight game, if you can, get an extra goal, you obviously come out on top. But the tight games, you need to be winning them ones.
You lost Nick Arnold to an ankle injury. Initial diagnosis is about 6 weeks. That's a big loss for the squad. Yeah,
very big loss for the squad. But disappointed for Nick, because in fairness to him, he was playing very, very well. Just got his England C. Made his England C debut as well, so he was playing very, very well. We'll miss him for sure.
Jake starts his 3-game suspension, but hopefully other players will return. I hesitate to ask. How's the squad looking?
Still thin on the ground. Got some illness within the group as well. Also, the weather conditions have made it difficult in terms of planning for training. We're looking at different venues, facilities, etc. along the way. So, but we'll be able to put a team out for this Saturday. Last weekend we were unable to fill the bench, as you know, but we're getting one or two closer to fitness, but we won't risk them if they're not right.
Is that illness that is dosable, or is it something that might keep them out?
We'll find out a little bit more today. Let's put it like that.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Thank you.